All right, thanks for being with us. Kind of a sketchy morning outside weather-wise.
Cold, snowy, kind of in some places.
Yeah, it's a wintry mix, and I don't think it's about really what's falling so much right now. It's about what happened yesterday, and then the temperatures have dropped back below freezing, so we've refrozen some of that water that's been on the ground. We're not quite done with the wintry mix of precipitation yet because we're just getting rid of this low, and on the backside of it, still some light wintry mix. It's not just snow. I'll get to that in a second. 28 degrees, so we've dropped the temperature below freezing. So those of you who saw that rain yesterday, it's freezing over. Look at the wind, 22 miles per hour. It is going to be blustery today. So here's a couple batches of light snow and a little bit of light freezing drizzle, and then just kind of a break in here. Let's start with the south. We got like Fond du Lac County, parts of Sheboygan, Manitowoc, some light snow and some light freezing drizzle. There's a bit of a lull, but we have a little bit more on the way from the north and west. Going right along 29 right now, 141. So just be aware of that as you head out the door, but eventually this is going to move its way on out as we head through the morning hours. Skycast showing it. There it goes. And then into the afternoon, the sun going to start to peek out, but it's still going to be blustery out there. So these temperatures back below freezing again. 26 Oconto, 27 Manitowoc, Kewaunee, and 28 in Oshkosh. With wind chills, we're going to have this all day, but at least they'll be above zero for the most part. 13, that's what it feels like in Appleton, and 14 in Green Bay. So the rest of your day, that light wintry mix this morning in spots going to come to an end. Then a dry afternoon with a little bit of sunshine, high of 30 degrees. Guys, I'm going to let you know exactly when we start to see 40-degree temperatures in the forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Fish. Now let's take a look at those road conditions right now. Here's a live look at the DOT's winter road conditions map.
Now, as you can see, northeast Wisconsin is seeing the colors red, blue, and pink across this map here. In Door County, you're seeing that red, which means those roads, Highway 57 and 42, are ice covered at this time. From Green Bay all the way down through Appleton, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac on Highway 41 there, those are listed as pink, which means those are slippery stretches. And the rest of northeast Wisconsin is listed as blue, which means those major highways are snow covered. There is no green on this map, which would signify good winter driving.
And our meteorologist Gino Recchia has spent the morning in Kewaunee.
Yeah, he's tracking a band of snow and sleet right now, and he continues our live team coverage.
Good morning, guys. Yes, just outside of downtown Kewaunee. And if I had a kite that was attached to me, I would be sliding away. Now you're asking, why would I be sliding away? It's because of this black ice, this thin glaze of ice right down here. Now, this mostly occurred late last night. And now temperatures have fallen. We had a little bit of a light mist, some rain that froze on the sidewalks, also the tree limbs. Now, it's a good thing that we don't have a lot of ice accumulation because these winds, I don't know if you can even pick it up on the microphone. They're howling out of the northeast between 15 to 25 miles per hour, and we got gusts as much as 30. So if we had an ice storm with these wind gusts, those tree limbs would come down crashing on power lines and we'd have power outages. But if you heard already, we do have some school delays, and part of the reason why is because of this thin glaze of ice. Road crews, they're trying to do their best, but right now they have been impacting the main roadways. Main roadways, they're fine, but the side streets, the sidewalks, that is where the salt still needs to be applied. So be careful, be safe this morning, but keeping you connected and live in Kewaunee, meteorologist Gino Recchia will send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Gino. And with what he just said, for those of you who have to head out on the ice this morning, drive slow and be defensive. If you do happen to go into the ditch, stay in your car and call 911 for help. AAA also recommends putting together an emergency kit for your car. They also suggest topping off your fluids, check your windshield wipers, and always watch out for brake lights in icy conditions. All right, let's go now to our Emily Beyer. She is in Marinette County.
And she's continuing our team coverage. Emily, how's it going out there?
Hey guys, good morning everyone. We are just off the highway here, I-41, just off the Peshtigo exit. Now you can see here we're on a road which a lot of people use to travel out to the highway. This is what we're standing on right now is Dolan Avenue, and this is French Street, which they're traveling towards the highway. And now we're off on this side road here, and you can see this is complete ice. The main road wasn't too bad. I know just on the drive up here, it was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rough. We were kind of driving on one side, which was had some icy patches, and the other side was completely snow covered, so you do got to watch for that. Again, their plows are out right now. They're working to get everything salted, but there are some areas that are still pretty slick, so you definitely need to watch for that. Fish, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Emily. And if you notice behind her, there was a lot more snow than the Fox Cities, where currently in the Fox Cities, it's 27 degrees, so that's below freezing. So all of that liquid that fell yesterday, and mainly the form of rain, is now frozen over. Now we're seeing a light wintry mix of some light snow, some patchy freezing drizzle, but there's kind of a lull even towards Appleton, but you see another batch of some light snow and some light freezing drizzle working its way on in. Here's a look farther to the north with some light snow. Now, none of this is heavy, but it's still just enough as we try to clean things up to just throw that light glaze down again of maybe some light ice or some light snow. But the salt is going to work okay because of the temperatures. I'll get to that in a second. But Skycast showing that batch of precipitation slowly moving on out of here as the morning moves on. Any accumulation now should be fairly light. And on the back side of this, we'll watch as we go into the afternoon. Here comes the sun again. So current temps, we got 28 in Oshkosh. Everybody now is below freezing, and that's a lot of you who saw mainly rain yesterday. So that's been freezing on over. With wind chills, as you go to throw down some salt this morning, feels like 13 Appleton and 14 in Green Bay. So your high temperature, 30 degrees, that morning wintry mix coming to an end, then a little bit of sunshine for you guys. I'm going to let you know when we're going to do some melting around here coming up.
All right, thanks, Fish. Well, in other news this morning, the federal government shutdown is over.
Lawmakers in Washington are working out a deal for now, setting up another deadline in 3 weeks. Tracy Potts has the latest from Capitol Hill.
Brooke and Shane, we now have a new deadline of February 8th to deal with the budget and keep the government open. The president made that official overnight while tweeting that Democrats caved and he plans to work on the military and border security. With the stroke of the president's pen, the federal government reopens today with a 3-week budget for now and a commitment to finding a solution for Dreamers next month.
This immigration debate will have a level playing field at the outset and an amendment process that is fair to all sides.
What changed? Democrats decided to trust a Republican promise.
While this procedure will not satisfy everyone on both sides, it's a way forward.
The yeas are 81, the nays are 18.
But nearly 24 Democrats voted no, skeptical the DACA immigration deal will happen before a March deadline.
It is extremely difficult when you have a president that you don't know where he is on any given day.
The White House says the president is all in on immigration.
A big priority for this administration is making sure we address this program in its entirety, not just that one piece of it.
Federal employees are relieved the shutdown is over.
I need the money for my bills.
Some bracing for another standoff.
We're going to be back to the same situation, which is ridiculous.
Crisis averted, but only for 3 weeks. This deal also extends children's health insurance for 6 years and temporarily gets rid of some taxes under the Affordable Care Act. In Washington, Tracy Potts, NBC26.
All right, thanks, Tracy. Still to come, the epidemic rages on as the flu continues making us sick. The urgent message doctors want you to know.
And calling it a career, Neil Diamond says he's retiring. His message to fans. Stay with us.
All right, 70s icon Neil Diamond says he's retiring from concert touring as he battles Parkinson's disease. He's canceled dates in Australia and New Zealand. The 76-year-old says he will continue to write, record, and pursue new projects. In a statement, Diamond praised fans, saying, quote, "This ride has been so good, so good, so good, thanks to you."
Well, local pharmacists say now is the time to get your flu shot. Even though the flu is widespread in 49 states, experts say the peak could come in February or March. The pharmacy at Shopko in Ashwaubenon has seen an increase of patients getting the shot. They give out 10 flu shots at one location over the weekend. Experts say there are advantages to getting the vaccine at a pharmacy.
Usually it takes a lot less time to get it done. You just have to fill out a form, and the prescription is treated like you would treat a prescription for a patient that comes in to get a refill. Pharmacists administer the shot right away.
No appointments are necessary. Pharmacists also say even though the first line of defense is getting the flu shot, good hygiene is also equally important.
You know, with that really cold rain yesterday and all that wind.
That's not good for you.
Yeah, no,
it's not good
not
for
at all.
anyone's health.
Yeah, if you were outside and you didn't have a waterproof jacket, boy, were you kind of shivering.
I was one of them. It was bad.
It definitely was. Now, things a lot better today, you guys, but we're not quite done with the wintry precipitation. This is what I'm talking about, that strong low pressure system slowly working its way to the east. and we're on the back side of it. And anything that's falling is light, but we're not quite done. You see it right here. I'll get to that in a second, but currently in Green Bay, the visibility is all right. 28 degrees, but look at the wind, 22 miles per hour. It's going to be a blustery day today. See our wind chill, 14. So precipitation, here's the backside of the low. We got 2 batches of precip right here and right here. There's kind of a lull going along Highway 41 right now, but let's get a little bit closer with this. Now, I know it's showing up as all blues here. Now, that indicates that it would be all in the form of snow, but I've just been outside. We were watching Gino Recchia before, also showing some freezing drizzle out there. So right along 43 through Manitowoc, Sheboygan, some patches of light snow, freezing drizzle, that lull here along 41, but a little bit more on the way from the north and west. Now, any additional accumulation out of this going to be light, but the reason we're seeing some of these school delays this morning is mainly from yesterday and the cleanup that's going on today, because anything that fell yesterday is liquid, is now frozen. I'll get to that in a second, but Skycast, as we go throughout the morning, we're getting rid of any of this light wintry precipitation, and by the time we get into the afternoon, you see here, we're going to start to see a little bit of sunshine, but it's not going to help your temperatures much, nor the wind chills. Here are our temperatures. Everyone back below freezing. 27 Manitowoc, Kewaunee, same with Appleton. So again, it's south of 29. With all that rain yesterday, it's frozen over. And with that little bit of freezing drizzle, also some slick spots on the roads. Look at these wind chills back to 15 degrees, Oconto, Manitowoc, same with Oshkosh. So it feels chilly with the blustery winds, but eventually things do improve with the precipitation as the day goes on, as we get rid of that low pressure. So here's the wider view on Skycast. There's that light wintry mix moving on out as the morning goes on here. We're going to have a quiet afternoon besides the blustery winds. Tonight it's going to get kind of chilly, but staying quiet, just clouds on the increase late. And then for tomorrow, a lot less wind. But today, not the case. Blustery out there with any morning mix going to come to an end. High of 30 degrees. Salt working okay this morning. As far as tonight is concerned, 8 degrees, increase in clouds, but we'll keep it quiet. And then for tomorrow, here's our key. Less wind. It will feel all right, even though we're going to be 25 degrees. And 25, by the way, after what we've been through, I don't think is that bad. And neither is this unless you love winter. Look at Friday, 44 degrees, then just small chance of a little light precipitation Saturday and Monday, but even 40 on Saturday. So let's get through these next couple of days. We'll warm it back up. We'll do even more melting. But this morning with those school delays, probably the leftovers and cleanup from yesterday.
Yeah, you're going to have to take it slow for sure.
Yes.
All right, up next on the chopping block, see if the Bucks still got the job done on their home floor just hours after a big shakeup with the head coach. Stay with us.